Captain on the bridge.
Alright, Captains, we are back on the bridge, and today we got some more official tweets from the Star Trek Online Twitter feeds. So, on screen. Here we go, Captains. So, we already knew from yesterday's video slash somewhat buggy stream, or I want to say failed stream, but they didn't have a stream. Cryptic's stream didn't go through. They did already show us the Terran Archen Dreadnought carrier. So, but before we go over that, there were some patch notes from yesterday that we did not cover. And again, we don't normally cover these, but we're here now, so let's go over this. So what we're going to do is go over both of these blogs, drop the two ECs where we can, give our conclusions, and then go over that special announcement we did yesterday. So here we go. So just again, for PC, this is for today, June 23rd. Resolved an account problem that could cause some players to not get proper credit for having a level 65 character on their account. That could be an issue. Resolved an issue that was preventing Jem'Hadar attack ship and Jem'Hadar gunboat hangar pets from unlocking properly. You must own both a Jem'Hadar starship with 2 hangar bays and a version of the Jem'Hadar attack ship of tier 5 or higher. Resolve the series of issues causing potential server performance impact when using the following abilities: Teamwork, Ground Trait, Bridge Officer Trait. Don't have to worry that from me, Caps. My ground food is pretty bad. Added Warbirds to the list of ship class categories able to equip Aux Cannon weaponry variants. Not bad. Alright, but what we're here for is the main dish. So here it is. Again, Captains, we saw this last night, but we're going to go over the blog here. Command the Acheron Dreadnought. So my thoughts on this ship are not of the best. It sounds like a lot of people are excited for this ship. I'm excited for them. Personally, not a ship for me. It sounds great. Stuff that comes on it sounds great, but I can't get over the design. Just me personally, it doesn't mean anything for any other captains who wants a ship. Remember, I've always said, Captains, you're in control and command of your ship, not I. So if you enjoy it, all the more power to you. But go over the video here. Go. Was this? In all honesty, Captains, again, for me, those videos usually try to give you the best angles of the ship. The one thing I noticed that it just doesn't sort of sit right in regards to the camera. Feels like it sits a little too forward. Again, it could just be the panning shots. That's just me. And in any of the shots there, I just wasn't feeling it, to be honest. So, but anyways, we'll go over the blog here more. Let's see, here's another shot of her. It's whatever. I'm sorry. This reminds me literally of a hammerhead shark. Anyone else? No, just me? Okay. The current run of the Infinity Lockbox will soon be updated with the addition of an all-new starship. Starting on June 30th, players on PC will have the chance to obtain and captain the Terran Archen Dreadnought carrier. This intimidating modern refit of the existing Styx class has appeared as the flagship of the Terran Emperor in the current ongoing story episodes. Claim it now for your own use and turn the tides of conflict against the Mirror Universe before it's too late. Continue reading further for the full details on the new Starship offering. Yeah, all I can see is a Hammerhead shark. Maybe, you know what? You probably, captains, if I have the inkling to put a Hammerhead shark on the thumbnail, you'll probably see it already. There it is. The modern flagship of the Terran Emperor is a dreadful sight to behold, building upon the already imposing framework of its predecessor, the Styx-class Dreadnought cruiser. This modern refit has been further enhanced with systems capable of manipulating the local space-time continuum in an attempt to emulate the abilities of the Emperor himself. With these deadly tools in its arsenals, it's no surprise that the Archen strikes fear and hopelessness into enemies of the Empire whenever it appears in orbit. We first saw this, we're like, dang, it is in one of the episodes. And really, it took the whole shot. It was in the trailer episode, and it did give you a sense of, oof. So here's the details. Of course, Tier 6. Hull modifier 1.35, shield mod 1.24, weapons 5, aft weapons 2, device slots 3. Bridge officer stations 1 lieutenant tactical, 1 commander tactical, temporal operative, 1 lieutenant commander engineering, and 1 ensign universal, 1 lieutenant commander universal temporal operative. So it's a full temp ops ship. Consoles 5 tac, 4 eng, 2 psi. Of course, they had to do that, of course. Why not? Base turn rate of 7, impulse modifier 0.16, inertia 30, plus 10 weapon power, plus 10 aux power. Console universal temporal MIRV launcher. Equipped dual cannons, 2 hangar bays equipped with Terran Empire frigates. Molecular reconstruction. The Starship Mastery package is for a carrier, so plus hangar launch recharge speed, plus max hull capacity, plus energy damage resistance rating, plus max shield capacity. Starship trait is the Gravitic Entanglement. Admiral stats, Eng 41, Psi 21, TAC 64. Now here is the actual visual of the temporal MIRV launcher. And I had thought reading it, I thought it really sounded cool, but seeing it, okay. I'm okay. But let's read on here. The Terran Empire is nothing if not inventive with its warfare. Its ability to generate cross-dimensional portals for travel or offense have been combined within this specialized warhead to create a temporal anomaly that uses its own probability clones to inflict damage on their enemies. Each warhead will approach a foe and then lock itself in a local space-time before generating micro-anomalies that draw in other versions of itself from nearby multiversal probabilities and launching those additional projectiles at nearby foes. Captains, it sounds so cool just reading all that. A lot of technobabble. Hats off to the devs there, or whoever wrote this. While the targeting can be erratic, the explosive yields more than make up for it. Each foe impacted by the original or its duplicates suffers a radiation explosion, which will also slow down the temporal footprint, reducing their speed, turn rate, and weapon firing cycle speeds. This console additionally provides a passive bonus to turn rate, only while at full impulse, and a cooldown reduction for all universal consoles. This console may be equipped on any ship in any slot. I guess I missed this yesterday. Cooldown reduction for all universal consoles. Jeez. That's just more DACA. This console mod may be used on any starship in any slot. Only one of these consoles may be equipped on a ship at a time. So again, launch up to 3 temporal MIRV projectiles, 1 per foe. Affecting nearing foes, MIRV will stop and create duplicate projectiles once per 2 seconds for up to 12 seconds. After 12 seconds, original MIRV will continue toward a foe. Each projectile, original or duplicate, deals heavy radiation damage and reduces flight speed, turn rate, and weapon fire cycling speeds for all foes within 1 click of impact sight. Slowing effect stacks up to 5 times. The Starship trait, Gravitic Entanglement. With this trait slotted, foes hit by your energy weapons will attract one another at a random at random while you are under the effects of beam, fire at will, or cannon scatter volley. The gravity attraction will target up to a foe up to 5 clicks away, choosing farther away targets first. If the only valid targets are in close proximity, the gravitational resonance will cause a small kinetic explosion instead of pulling the ships toward one another. If an enemy ship causes one of these explosions, it cannot do so again for several seconds. While beam, fire at will, or cannon scatter volley are active, foes hit by your energy weapons are pulled together if within 5 clicks of each other. If attracted to one another, foe that is within 0.5 clicks cause minor kinetic damage instead of being pulled. This explosion may only occur once per 5 seconds per target. So I did we had casual SAB, aka Spencer, on the bridge last night, and I asked him just what he thought of this. He said testing needs to be done, which is normal for any new trait that comes in usually. Sometimes what sounds too good to be true sometimes is not, but sometimes it is. So again, I will never find out. Well, I guess I will find out through others, but not for myself. There's the Hangar Pets, the Terran Empire frigates, which I'm still pretty sure these are still the best pets in game. But they're of course locked to these ships, the Styx, and now this one. These fighter pets are unlocked in their stores listed below as long as you own this ship or the Styx class Dreadnought cruiser. Once unlocked, these hangar items may only be equipped on these two ships. Could you imagine if they could put these ships on others? I get why, but... So the Terran Empire frigates availability: normal, rare, ship equipment stores, energy credits; advanced, very rare dilithium store; elite, ultra rare fleet requisition stores. Terran Empire frigates capabilities: weapons, 2 resilience. Resilience. Wow, I can read, I promise. Resilience linked phaser beam array for 1 resilience linked phaser dual beam bank for 1 quantum torpedo launcher for 1 resilience linked phaser beam array aft. Normal. The abilities for normal are beam fire at will 1, agony ray 1, advanced attack pattern beta 1, beam fire at will 2, agony ray 2, and elite you get attack pattern beta 3. Oh jeez. Suppression barrage 3, beam fire at will 3, agony ray 3. So there you go, Caps. That is what is coming next week for those who are interested in this Acheron Dreadnought. Again, nothing for me. It's not for me. Doesn't mean that it can't be enjoyed by other captains. I have already heard some excitement over it. I believe, if anything, Spencer is going to try to get it, and we'll find out through him if it is good or not, and or other these. So at this point in time, captains, again, the suggestion I have is not to gamble for this. If you're going to try for this, get the keys, put them on the exchange, sell it for the energy credits up until you have enough, and then buy it straight out. I've heard way too many stories of captains not being able to get the ship, even opening 250 boxes or even more. So that feeling just kind of hurts. Again, I open boxes. I open with keys, promo boxes over the years, R&D packs, and I set a limit and stay within it. I open them for the low buy if I need them, and I have a good stash already, so for a good while I should be okay, but not to say that there's times that I won't try for it, because who knows. But I know, again, as I mentioned, I always set a limit and stay. So again, this is coming out next week, and June 30th. There you go. Again, my thoughts is just that it looks like a hammerhead shark. I can't get over it. I really can't. That's coming. Now, captains, I made an announcement yesterday about a certain someone coming to the bridge. And I got confirmation this morning. Yes. We're gonna meet HEMMER. The actor who plays HEMMER, Bruce Horak. Yes, let's go! This is where I get excited because whoa. It just started off by saying, I'm a big fan, would love to interview, if not, just saying hi. And all of a sudden, here we are with a chance to have an interview with Bruce Horak. Now, this is going to be at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, from the east part of Canada. So we're going to be doing this tomorrow morning. And we're going to most likely be doing it on Twitch, if not YouTube, either platform. It won't matter. There'll be, end of the day, there will be this video here on the YouTube bridge. Captains, I'm super excited. I'm super humbled. And this morning when I woke up, I got the email stating to confirm, looks good. Thanks. Bruce has all the info. Have a great interview. Holy jeez. That is absolutely insane. I cannot really express to words other than I'm just humbled for this opportunity, and I hope that I don't nerd out so much that I have to change my uniform. But captains, that'll be happening tomorrow. Rest assured, if you cannot make it, that is fine. We will upload the interview here on the YouTube bridge so that, again, I have questions for him already. It looks like we only have about 40 minutes with him. So I will try to structure so that I can get in as many questions as I can without overwhelming him, but also without also making it feel unnatural. If there's a conversation to be had, we'll make it. We'll just remind each other of the time, because I want to be very, very respectful of his time as well, as he's taking time from his busy day to come onto the bridge and answer some questions from this lowly captain, Trizander. So there you go, captains. I will make sure that I will try to get this out in terms of promoting it so that those captains who are available can actually come watch. Again, I will link my Twitch channel below. Of course, captains, you're already watching this on the YouTube bridge. So comment below if there's questions, put them below. Like the video, subscribe here to the YouTube bridge. I can't say that this will be the first of many, but I would like to say that I will do my darndest to try and reach out to others who I would love to talk to. And just really, it's all about just talking about Star Trek, something that we love, and just a platform for us to be able to appreciate what we love. And of course, that is Star Trek. And in this case, it'll be Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which, you know, captains, I have loved since the first day of covering this. And 100%, we will be covering everything for season 1 at the very least, even though that wasn't what my niche was. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen here on the bridge? But just know that our purpose is just to have fun, share a love for Star Trek like we've always done. But with that said, captains, we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.